Hello, candle lovers. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg, and this is All About Candles, and I have a review from Yankee for you today. This is Yankee Candles Cherries on Snow with what we affectionately refer to as the trash can clip art packaging. That's what Sarita from Coffee and Candles calls this format. I've got to say that I really hope that Yankee does a little bit better in 2025 with their packaging. This is a 20-ounce 2-wick tumbler with one of these like tin lids on it that can double as a base, which I never really bothered to do. Ooh, as you can see, I burned this one down till the wheels really fell off of it. Meh. This one was okay. Let's get into the fragrance. I get the fragrance notes off of the website. The little scent story says, this is a fruity fragrance, an enchanted, sparkling blend of bright, juicy cherries and sweet almonds, and an icy freshness. Okay. Top notes: fruit, cherry, almond, sweet citrus. Middle notes: spicy cinnamon and tart cherries. Base notes: musk. Ah! Ooh, you guys all know how much I hate looking at the picture of musk that Yankee Candle uses on their website. It's so scary to me. Anyways, yeah, really going a little bit overboard with these scent notes here. I really wish that these were the scent notes that we got. I ordered this candle off of Amazon Canada. You can also get it on the Yankee Candle website if you are in the States. I will link to all that stuff below. I paid like 30 bucks for it. And when I read the scent notes to this candle, I thought that I would like it if it was really a nicely balanced cherry, almond, cinnamon, musk type of situation. But that's just really not what I got. And in fact, I don't pick up on almond at all. And that was really kind of like the big bummer for me. You know, I actually did consider sending this candle back when I smelled it on cold, just because I felt kind of duped by what the scent notes said it would be. However, I kind of came around to smelling it on cold, and I thought that it did have the potential to open up a little bit more when it was burning. And it did, but just not to the extent that I would really have liked it to. Let's dig into these scent notes a little bit more, because Yankee Candle scent notes can just be such BS sometimes these days. So the top notes: fruit, cherry, almond, and sweet citrus. So fruit, okay, whatever that means. Cherry, yes, this is definitely a highly pitched, bright, juicy cherry candle. Almond, no. There's nothing nutty to me about this candle whatsoever. Sweet citrus, I don't think I'm really even picking up on much of a citrusy note either. Middle notes: spicy cinnamon and tart cherries. So we get the cherry scent note twice. The top note, it says cherry. In the middle note, it says tart cherries. Spicy cinnamon, I'm not picking up on that. And then musk in the base notes. I'm not picking up on that. So out of all of these scent notes that we get here, what I do pick up on are cherry and tart cherries. I mean, this is just a really straightforward, unbalanced, like, cherry fragrance. On cold, it does smell a little bit medicinal, like cough syrup, but I did notice when I was burning it, it did get a little bit less top heavy and didn't smell as medicinal. When I was burning it, it did open up a little bit into a bit more of like a warm, bright cherry. All right, and for me, that kind of saved this candle from me really not liking it. Yeah, it does smell better burning than it does on cold, but it's still not nearly as like nuanced and interesting and well balanced as the description on the website would lead you to believe. I mean, cinnamon, this is just a cherry candle, guys. It's just a cherry candle. It is like it's a reasonably nice, bright, fruity cherry, but that's just all it is. And I mean, it is called Cherries on Snow, so I would expect that. But what I think would have been nice is if it was that bright, tart, sweet cherry on top. And then there was like in the middle of this candle, like an almondy, nutty cinnamon vibe. And then if we really did get some like nice, like a robust musk in the base notes, I feel like that would have actually made this a really nicely balanced and interesting candle. But it's just not. It's just cherry. It's just cherry. Sometimes a candle is really just one thing, no matter what the candle company tries to make you believe. And to me, this was just cherry. Now, moving on to performance, this candle burned beautifully. Strength and throw was not wonderful, but it did get up to like a 5.5. I burned this all the way down until one of the wicks like extinguished itself and the other kept going for quite a while. Some of the darkness that you're seeing on this jar is just residue from the red wax, and I do have to say it was a beautiful shade of red wax. I'm colorblind, so I'm not the best judge when it comes to colors, but to my eyes it was a really nice, beautiful red wax. I did catch it getting a little bit sooty at times, but I think that that was because I would let this candle just burn forever. I let this candle burn at one point. I must have gotten it burning for like 6 or 7 hours. I only ever burned this candle in my bedroom in a hurricane, and under those circumstances, it got up to like a 5.5. So for me, that means that when I walked into my bedroom, I could smell it. There was a presence to this candle, but it was quite light. It was quite light. And it never got any better than that. Like a 5.5 was like hurricane bedroom, burning it for like 3-4 hours, really deep, even wax pool. I'd say that the average burns on it were probably somewhere between a 4.5 or a 5. When I first lit this candle, after letting it burn for maybe like an hour, I'd walk into my bedroom and I wouldn't really smell it. I'd have to be pretty close to it to smell it. But then once you got into burning it for a much longer time, I'd walk into my bedroom and think that it was like at a 5.5. It had a presence. It wasn't the weakest presence in the world. It was definitely there, but it wasn't nearly as strong as I like my candles to get, especially when I'm burning them like in a hurricane in a bedroom. So unfortunately, just not a repurchase or a recommendation for me. I know a lot of people really like this candle, but that was just my experience with it. I do think that it's not a bad cherry note, it's just not nearly as interesting or as strong as I like my candles to be personally. Anyways, that's all I have for you today, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you could hit me up with a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, that would really mean the world to me. And until next time, my dear, gorgeous, and beautiful candle-loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, you guys. Bye now.